Hi, peeps. Welcome, welcome. It's, what is it? The 4th day of August already. Yeah, time flies when you're not having fun. It flies when you do. Why not? It's 2 o'clock on Thursday, the 4th of August, and welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for dropping by. And as you can see from the Ujima flip on the screen there, I now stream game on Twitch as and when I feel like it. So if you're a please jump over, pop in whenever I'm online, and you'd be more than welcome. Let's have some fun. Why not? That's what it's all about. Having fun. Right. So first in the chat today, who's it gonna be? It's Mark Shellard. Welcome, Mark. I'll do it now in a minute. Yeah, that's a famous saying. That's famous for everybody. We all say that. I'll do it now in a minute. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. So welcome, Mark, and thank you for dropping by, buddy. You're more than welcome anytime. And we have the lovely Aisha, and she's saying, hi, Sprue and chat, popped in to leave a like, have a good stream, hugs. And I hope everything's okay, Aisha. How did it go, or how is it going at the hospital end, should I say? Nice to see you in the stream, as always. And then Mark's there saying hi to Aisha also. And we have the wonderful, lovely Sarah Jane. Hiya, Sarah. Hugs back, sweet pea. Hugs back. And Mark's getting hugs too. And Mark's saying hi to Sarah. Ooh. And Sarah Jane says, just finishing my car race and then get a sandwich, but I am listening. You're more than welcome to listen and lurk all you wish. You are Sarah Jane. We wouldn't expect anything less from you, sweet pea. And good afternoon to Kevin Stevens. Good afternoon, Kevin, and Jackie, if you're in the background. Oh, hang on, no, Jackie will be at work. So hi to Jackie for when she does come in. Ah, there she is. The wonderful Jackie's in as well. Hi, Jackie. And Mark's saying hi to Kevin. Mark's giving, according to my screen, it says 3 little squares, but they're probably something else. And Jacqueline says hi to everyone. Let me just pop that up. There we go. And the wonderful Sarah Jane saying hi to Jackie and to Kevin. And Mark saying hi to Jackie. And unfortunately, fortunately, Jackie's on a day off. So it's sandwiches on the lap with the big screen on the wall switched on and listening to me waffle on about nothing. Oh, you enjoy your day, sweet pea. You enjoy your day. Now, listen, guys, the weather's going back up again, temperature-wise. So all I'm going to say is hydrate, liquid, get some liquids. Keep hydrated, everybody. And Kevin says hello to Aisha, Mark, and Sarah Jane alike. And Jacqueline says hi to Mark and Sarah Jane. And John Alex in, hello, the voice of the radio. He's got such a voice that it's mesmerizing. If you haven't, please pop over to John's YouTube. He's got, what a voice. You know what? It's like one of them voices that you hear on the radio and you think, I know that voice, but it's mesmerizing with it. And hello to you, John. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. And Mark Shellard says hi to John. So, what's the plan for today? Let me think. Oh, wrong one. Is it that one? Yes, that one. There we go. That's that one. And that one. I need all those. There we go. That's better. Now, if you can hear noise in the background, I do apologise. We have somebody next door jet washing the garden. If you can hear it, let me know, and I will shut my door. But it doesn't bother me if it's, but it will put a lot of people off, and I don't want that. I don't want to upset you people. Yo, Gibby, you legend. Yo, how are you? How are you? I hope you're all well. Now, listen, folks. For those of you who've got mod, I believe it's most of you that's in here. Please, please, please do post your links. You should be able to do so without impunity. I think that's the right word. So please feel free to drop your links in for your streams, but they must be your streams. I don't promote anybody else unless they are actually in the stream itself. So please do feel free to post your links. And we have John saying hello to Mark, and we can say hi, John. And why is this suddenly deciding it's going to run slow? John saying hi to Kevin and Gibby when he arrived in the room. Mark saying hi to Gibby, and Gibby saying hello to Mark. Okay, so let's go to the bench, and we'll have a look at what a mess I've made. I haven't really. I just thought I'd say it and get you all worried. So here we go. This is what we've got. Now, let me take that off the screen so that you can see what's what. So there we go. That is as far as we got last week. Now, so that we're not hanging about so much, as you can see in areas, I filled the seam with some of this, I've lost it, oh there it is, some of this old school poly cement. I filled the gaps as best I could without causing too much damage, and then I sanded it over so that it's smooth. There's no nail grab, no nothing, even though the seam is still visible. It's not actually there. It's as smooth as silk. So I'm quite impressed how I managed to do that without screwing it up. So I'm going to put that to one side. And the only other thing I did was I couldn't understand what this piece was. It's got to go on the aircraft and it sits underneath. But unless it's a cannon of some description, it's not anything to do with the Red Arrows display. The Red Arrows doesn't have any undercarriage weapons of any description. So I'm unsure as to whether to actually attach this or not. I mean, it kind of looks okay, but we're doing a display Red Arrow. if you understand what I'm saying. So the only thing I can think of is it's some kind of cannon, because it does have a hole in the end, if you can see that, and I have drilled through on that to make it a bit wider, but other than that, I've got no detail on it whatsoever, and the box art doesn't show that. It shows something totally different, like that. So I'm a bit confused as to why or what this piece is. That bit there is that, but it's got a bulbous drop tank type thing on it. But there's nothing that attaches to this in this kit. So I don't know what it is, because the only other drop tanks I've got are oval, like this. Teardrop, I call it. And there's two of them. So they're wing mount. I'm just totally lost with it. So pass. If anybody knows what it actually is, I'd be grateful to know. At the minute, I'm stumped as to whether to actually put it on the aircraft. But I have assembled it, and I am cleaning it up ready, as you can see. Again, I did fill the seam down the center. It was a two-piece, and I started to fill it. Now there is a V in the back there. So again, be helpful if anybody knew what it was to let me know. It's a bit of a mystery to me. So I'm just giving this a light sanding where it makes contact with the aircraft, purely because when I did test fit it, it showed a slight gap, but it was only a slight gap. So I'm going to go up a notch, because there's a seam there. So I'm going to take that off. I must get some new skinny sticks. There we go. That looks good. A bit at the back there. Yeah, that's it. Just around the connection tab there was a bit of a Hooray Henry type thing. I'm staying here and you're not moving me, if you know what I mean. So I'll just give it another rub over, make sure I've not missed any. And then we'll test fit it. So that goes on there, that goes on there. And with a bit of pressure, I all but eliminate that joint. I say all but, it's not quite all but. It's an Albert, not an all but. Sarah Jane thinks it's a gun pod. Yeah, I thought that. So I'm actually tempted just to leave it off, because it's not anything to do with the display. So you know what? It's out the window. Right, now I do know that this is the air brake that goes in there. I took a few pieces off the sprue to save me messing about holding you guys up, because I really want to get this painted this week, and then next week we can go to decal when I come back with this. I'll tell you what, I was watching a guy last night. Was it last night? Was it last night? Night before. The Plastic Alchemist. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. He went to this Airfix invite thing, and he was showing us. He was building a 148 Airfix kit. I think it was a spit. Don't hold me to it, because I went in late to the stream. But you know what? His work was very impressive. I was actually impressed with his work. And he likes to pay attention to detail. Yeah, let's just clean this. Now, I know there's another piece for this air brake that I haven't took off, but I haven't took it off because I didn't want to lose it, so it's still attached to the sprue. But that is not too bad. Let's check the fit. Oh, come here, you. Get in there. So, again, I've got that little gap. But what I found is if I use this original Tamiya gloopy cement, although it looks runny, it's actually quite gloopy. I will going to be looking for that later when Dave realizes he needs it. Oh, you mean this? The bit that I did that with. So I'm going to put gloopy cement in this, and hope that fills the seam that I've got. Put it in the right way around, like so. And then when that's dry, I can tidy it up. I'll just get a cotton swab. Excuse me a moment. Just wipe over the excess area there. And down there. And down that side, because I don't want bubbles of glue. I just want a nice seam that's meant to be there rather than what's not meant to be there. So put that over there, throw that away, and find this little tiny piece that also belongs to the air brake. I have seen it, and it is a little thing. There it is. Such a tiny, tiny little piece. Now put that over there along with them. So as you can see, that's a part of the air brake. Yo, Zelda, welcome. I see you have 2 new streams ready to go. So I'm just gonna, oh God, it's so tiny. Just going to set this up. You know what, guys? You're missing out on a nice bit of entertainment with Zelda if you're not over there having a bit of a laugh, because it's got a nice mass following, and I mean mass following. It's got a large following as our Zelda. Excuse me. And he races, I know I probably say it every time for the regulars of you, he races Hot Wheels down he made a track, and it's pre-set up and ready to go at any time he wishes. It's quite, I've never seen a stream like it, and I was so impressed with it. Right, so now I've got to sort of hold it that way, leave the little nipple, I'm going to call it, no innuendos intended, to get that seam off there. It's got the tiniest of seams, mold seam. So that's that. Now let's do a test fit with this. Where's my pinches? Now, it does have a right way and a wrong way to fit. Oh, look at that. That's not a bad fit at all, you know. Yes. So again, I'm going to use Gloopy. Well, you went in nice last time. There. Okay, so that's in. Get another bud. Yo, Shane, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, I was telling you about Zelda's stream. It's awesome. It really is good how he's done it. I bet it took some time to set that up, you know. So that definitely needs a sanding when it's dry. It looks a bit rough already, like now. Maybe I should have put a toothpick in there with the glue on. Put that over there, put that in the bin, and we'll leave that over there. While I'm on the underside, what I'll do is I'll fit the nose undercarriage. So what I'm going to do is just get the sponge sander and just go over the edge, take off any dirt or excess mold, because I don't want to be taking too much off this for gap reasons. So I was working on this side. Some of that. So I'm just gonna shave down that still. Shave down where it connected to the screw itself. That's it. It's gone. And then smooth over. That's okay, that looks good. So just this edge here now. That's that. Should be with you not next week but the week after, it's okay. And I put you in the book so I don't forget. Awesome, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I will endeavour to make sure we have some bacon in. And the coffee pot will be on. So as you can see, the reason for removing some of these parts was so that I could clean up just enough around where they needed to go. The trouble I have now is getting the ruddy thing down gently. Let's go in through the nose and pop it down. Yes, use the drill. That'll be a good way of doing it. There we go. Pop that out. And then I'm just going to get some tet. I'm not using gloopy on this one. Use a bit of tet. And seat it in there. And the same on this side. Should be sufficient. The orientation correct. And in it goes. A nice snug fit. And if it isn't snug, you can always get your drill or whatever it is and prod it up slightly so that you can reseat it. Like so. It's a gentle pressure, not too much pressure, otherwise you force it all the way in. And that's not a problem this side. That's almost perfect, that side. The back of my nail, that puts it down nice. And it's done the same that side. So I'm quite happy with that. There's obviously going to be a line around that even in the real aircraft. So that should be perfect for what I need it to do. And Zelda says, yo, Sprue, forget to tell you, till now I haven't received your kit package yet. Did you send it? Oh, no, I know why I haven't sent it. The post office here doesn't recognize the address. So I need you to hand type your address exact, mate. It's not your fault. It's the Royal Mail say there's something missing from your address. They cannot accept it as it is at the moment. It wants reparceling. So that's that. That's nice. I knew there was somebody I'd got to talk to about something. That's fine. Yeah. It's coming on nice. It's coming on. Yeah, they're awkward here, mate. It has to be just so. Otherwise, they won't take it. Right. Now that's the seat curve there. Or should I say, it's not a seat curve, that is a metal plate to protect rear whoever's in the rear of the aircraft. That sits in there. And that side needs a bit more sanding. That side's fine, but this side's a bit rough. So I'm going to get the sponge on it again. Sorry about scratchy. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. Maybe a bit heftier. Just there. Bear with me, folks, while I just retest fit this. And that sounds fine. It's this side. That looks as rough as an old badger there. Maybe that's a bit better. Have a look. Better. Sand it down now that this is in place. Whereas before I couldn't. There. So let's just see if I can do a bit of work while I'm here. Oh, that's good. Get rid of the dust off there. And off there. And then refit again. That's better. That's a lot better. Not perfect yet, but it's a lot better than it was. So I can fit that. So again, I'm going to use Tet with this. And there's a glue rail there. Now, I complained to myself the other, was it last week or the week before, of the side pod inlets, covers. I said they've got a gap around them. Well, having looked at several pictures, not including the box art, and I might need a bit more glue, not including the box art, and that seam is meant to be there. So I've sanded them smooth, but I have left the seams in place on both because they're meant to be there. Why is that not gluing very well? Okay. Let's do a bit more Tet. Okay. And then when that's done, there's a nasty seam there, definitely. That's going to get the poly treatment, but not today because well, it will be today, but not right now because that actually is where that sits. So that is rather a nasty gap there, as you can see. So what I want to do is fill it with the poly, leave it for 24 hours, so it'll get sorted tomorrow tomorrow late evening probably at some point, and then I can sand it down at that point. That's level with that bulkhead there. So what I'm going to do now is get some text and just touch on the bulkhead area like so, so that I know that's glued down all four, well, at 3 of the 4 points. I'll just hold it for a few seconds like that, and that's that bit done. Okay, so the gun pod we've decided it's not going on. Move those to one side. Now then, what else have I got here? I've got something else here needs doing. Oh yes, undercarriage. Now I've also got the foils or fins or whatever they want to call them that they use in the display rather than armor racks. Now the undercarriage is a 1-piece, I believe, not the 2-piece or 3-piece that's used for the wheel gear. So it's 56 and 57, which are both on here. So this is the one I want first, 56, and I'm going to take that off at that point, leaving some of the stud behind, because I'm going to have to get the knife in there. That's just a bit too close for me to get in there with snips like that. Just make sure that that's nice, neat and tidy. I'll go in the bin and get the skinny stick and get in there. Like so. Make sure that looks good from this side, it does. And then I'm going to get the sponge sander and just whiz round the whole area just to tidy up any excess mold that may be visible to my eyeballs. But good to screw things up for me. That's good. That's good. Alright, so test fit again. You know what, that's not a bad fit at all. That's not a bad fit, but what I did notice, there's something there, and I don't know what it is. Oh no, it's not there. No. Yeah. I did notice something, but it's not there. I don't know. It fell off, whatever it was. Okay, so I can put that back in. Bit of text. Now this will need also some poly, because some of the gappage is a bit on the big side. But it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's that one. Let the air do its business with that while I get the next one. snips. Again, take it off away from the part that I need. And then, hi Wendy, welcome sweetheart. Nice to see you. Get the blade into there. Tidy it off. Okay. And then skinny stick again. Yeah, it would seem that the old lady that passed away next door, the council have deemed that they have to put the property back to its original state. Well, I mean, the old lady's lived there all of her children's lives. So basically, from when the property was first built in the 70s. Well, the family have argued, hang on a minute, we weren't even born when Mum got this property. How do we know what it looked like? The council have said, well, that's fine, we don't mind. We understand. We're not monsters, sort of thing. Just make sure the outside's all nice and tidied up. So they've literally gone to town on the garden, back and front. So they're having to clean all the what's this? Who's got a problem? Who's got problems? Doing okay, just having a bite to eat. Ooh, what you got, Sarah? What you got? I found some for Mark. Got to look after you. Yeah. Take the small bits of plastic, mix with some poly, use as filler. Yeah, I've got sprue goo, Mark. I'm not impressed with it, to be honest. It takes forever and a day to dry, and I'd rather use poly. It's quicker. Unfortunately, by the time that's gone in nice. By the time I realised that I could use that as a filler, I'd given all the Revel stuff away with the needle. So I'm having to use old school tubes, as it's what came with the kit, and I wouldn't have normally used it. Something like that to me would have gone to make sprue goo. That's good. So I can leave that there. Yeah, I've got sprue goo here. Look, it's all set in the jar and moving about and whatnot. But it just takes forever and a day. Even when you think it's dry, it's not dry. You have to leave it for about a week for it to set good. And when you're streaming a kit build of this scale, you haven't got a week for it to do it. And Wendy, they're saying, hope that you are all keeping well. We certainly are, Wendy. It's nice to see you, sweetheart. Please do feel free to add your link into the chat if you wish. So that's the underside complete, I believe. Apart, oh no, I've got them. Oh yeah, apart from them, yeah. So I'm just going to have a swallow of coffee, a suck on my cigarette, and then we'll get these. I don't know what they're actually called. They're not bomb racks. They're some kind of thin. I don't know if they're stabilizers or something. Not exactly sure. But yeah, Sarah Jane doesn't have that problem. She just has 4 large round things to deal with. Yeah, I mean, ordinarily I would have used sprue goo for things such as that, but it's so small that I'd probably make more mess using sprue goo than I would the poly stuff. But yeah, thank you for the tip, buddy. Not a problem. Tips are always welcome. Okay. So let's find these things. There. I think, yeah, 2 there, 4 there. This is good. I love how they've connected these. I wish I'd got God hands. God, they'd be straight in there. You know what? I'm going to use old school and do knife because there's not much room in there at all. So I'm going to score that side, score that one, turn it over, and then cut through to the score from this side. So I get a nice clean cut. They're actually quite thick. I hate it when they put them on the edge like that because you have to go in at an angle. That's one. This one's not too bad because it's on the flat. So, and then I've got to do exactly the same again with these. So score, 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 and score that one. And turn it over, move them 2 out of the way so they don't go carpet monster. And yes, I've fed the carpet monster. It has been fed, there's one. Effectively, these should break clean as I've scored from one side. So now I've got to score this side. And that one's come off anyway, so that's okay. They're smaller than them too, so I've got to be careful which ones are going where. Nice, clean. It's great when you score them on one side and then flip them over and cut the opposite side because they come away quite nicely. So let's work on one of the bigger ones first, purely because I've got chunky fingers and I can't be asked faffing about at the minute. Just get rid of that there. Do a big no-no. And turn it round and do another big no-no there. Now, you gently take off the tag there, not on the end. That's better. So what you can't see is I'm wearing my goggles so I can actually see right close. Oh, I wonder what that was. Just clean that. That's fine. Is the kit a new tool? Looking at the back, it is the new tool. Yes, it was donated to me by Mossy Models. I haven't got its full link, but it was donated by Mossy over at Moss Models. And welcome, Graham. Thank you for dropping by, buddy. Thank you. So I'm just going to lightly go up this slope because it is a curved part and I only want to take off the sprue mold excess like that. There's a bit there. That's rather deep, that one. That's better, and then I can deal with this end, in fact. Got the shapes. Don't want the shapes. Start. Okay, so that one's nice and tidy. Now, 5 more to go. Right, so let's deal with that bit first. Let's put, take off that. There. Turn it round. Now that one I've got to angle it slightly because that's where it was touching the gate on the sprue. It's still there. There, that's better. Off the back edge. Excuse me. Okay, so Sarah had a sandwich. What's everybody else having for the dinner? Or what have you had? Me, I had a bowl of cereal this morning. Golden nuggets, I might add. But since then, no, nothing. I think we're having Langston Stagnant tonight. To you common folk, lasagna. But I call it Langston Stagnant because I think it's a classy name. Still that's got it. Okay. So just deal with the underside now. Tight on the end. And that bit there. Nothing worse than realising you've missed a spot of sanding after you've tried to fit it several times. That looks good. Okay, so them two are fitted. So what I want to do is find out which ones are the bigger ones and which are the smaller ones. And I know immediately where these larger ones go. So one sits there, like so. A bit of sprue, a bit of tack. That's that one. Just make sure it's flat, level, like so. That's enough to hold it. And then this one goes in this one here. There's always one. Always. It's got it. A bit of tack in there. I'm not gluing the tail section of these onto the aircraft because in real life they're not fastened in there, only where I've put the glue. And that is, as they say, that. That one looks going down a tad more on the nose, like so. Make sure they're both level, like so. Perfect. They're in. So now the four tiny ones. Graham's having pizza, and he's also suffering with new Wi-Fi issues. That's never a good thing, is it, Graham? That was rather a large piece of spruce knot. Okay, so and a mighty meaty with garlic bread. Oh, it sounds good. Yeah, Mark's on a diet. He's not allowed any. So as you can see, I am trying to more haste, less speed, so to speak, purely because I need to get this completed paint this week, but it won't be tomorrow because I've got that gap to fill. That one is almost ready, but that front doesn't look like it wants slithering. There. That's better. Looks good. So that's one. That's that one. And we'll get this one done. And Sarah, it's a seafood diet. Yeah, but Mark, you're not allowed any anyway. Because we've decided you're on a diet. Your food goes to Sarah Jane. That looks good. What did I do in there? Don't know. So just to make sure, I'll doubly do it. Nice. More on that one. Perfect. And then on the main spine. Yeah, that's okay. And then again, where I scored has to come off and sand. That's good. So that's two. Two down, two to go. That's just cruel. That's life, mate. That's life. I mean, we can't be giving meaty pizza away to everybody. And I thought there was something stuck on that. Right. Bit more. So, can I ask, guys? I'm not asking just to make my head grow any bigger. Do you think it's worth me doing more of these plastics, or should I just stick to what I normally do, like the Lego and the wood kits and whatnot? Is it worth me wasting your time doing these? Sarah J says, Graham, no, he hasn't. Has been noted, and the bailiffs are ready. Ooh, that sounds naughty. Somebody's not paid his fine. And obviously you can see I struggle with sizes with 172, but in saying that, they are an ideal size for mini stream sets rather than that's where I scored. So, that's a bit rough still now. That's better. That's 3 down. Last one. These really are tiny things. These are like putting brake calipers on Sarah's cars. I'm looking to have this primed up by Saturday, maybe Sunday morning, but hopefully Saturday evening at best, at the outset rather. That's my score, just there. Nobody's saying you misbehaving, Mark. Just saying you're not allowed pizza. Okay, so that's the 4. No, it's not. That's not right. No, it is. So that's the 4 remaining, whatever they are, stabilizers, I'm going to call them, because I don't know what they are. We'll try fit these with my fat fingers first and fail. So in that case, no, I want the trusties. Get me trusties. They can help. One. And in. feather. No, 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 no. That's too much. Don't feather it that much. Ooh. Sheesh. I thought I'd feathered it right the way in then. That's fine. I'm not dropped it in. That looks good. Nice and straight. Number 3. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, they're fine. And finally, the 4th one of these smaller ones. Oh, that went in lovely. No arguing with that one, was there? We couldn't wait to get in. Feather him down. Okay. So apart from tidying that up and giving it a nice sand around it, that's the underside done. And they are nice and straight. That's got to be filled. I've taken the pilots and the ground crew out of here by then. That reminds me, I've got that piece to do. And I looked into the plate glass that goes there, and it would seem that it's only used for night flight training. It's like a hood inside the aircraft, and that's a permanent fixture, but normally it's not fastened there. It's fastened inside the cockpit glass, and it's a part of a night flight training. So I did look into it, and I did investigate. So what else have I got on here to do? The rear fins, obviously. Rear gears, the rear air brakes closed. Nose, that's got to be done, but that's glass. Oh, is it a pitot tube or something? Yeah, it's pitot tube or something. That'll do me. It's an or something. And it's that thing there. and that was thin at the front. There. Now it's off the sprue. I can trim it. Right. That's a bit more. Right. So have a look at this thing. Very, very fragile. And it does have seam line. No, it doesn't like that. So let's try sponge. Trouble with sponge is it only has to find something to snag on, and it rips it away from me. I need to get a bit coarser with the sand, so I'm going to go yellow. That is where the sprue was connected right there. Bear with me a few, chat, while I just concentrate on this piece. I don't want to snap it. I don't intentionally go to break bits so that I end up having to repair them. Touch more. Okay. Turn it around. And that seam line again. And Sarah Jane says, sorry, Mark, I'll call you misbehaving from now on then. And Graham says, lol. And Mark says, it would be a change to what I normally get called. And Graham says, which is? And Mark says, I couldn't possibly repeat it in chat. I would get a lifetime ban. Hiya, Paul, and welcome to the stream, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Mark's saying hi to Paul also. There we go. That's the edge. Just there. That looks okay. Now the underside of it. Okay. That looks okay. Now I've got to trim that knob there where it was on the sprue. Right there. Right, so dry fit. It sits on the top of the nose on this. Good. Nah, behave yourself. Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. a jet builder, something like this, I wouldn't know about things like that. I mean, is it a pitot tube or something, this? Yeah, I've only ever known aircraft have pitot tubes on the side of the cockpit area. It might not be nothing to do with a pitot tube. It's just what I'm presuming. Okay. That's dead center to that hole. So I'm just going to give it a tad more tet. Now it's in final position. So that, I've got to fit that piece there. That's what I was going to do, wasn't it? One of them tiny little heads-up display units there. There was two in the instruction. And sorry, I didn't mean to bang the camera, guys. There we go. A tiny little thing. Bottoms up plastic, says Sarah Jane. And Paul saying hi to Mark. Bottoms up, Sarah Jane. Oh, something about this bottoms up. I've got to say, Paul, that ship is looking well nice. I know you've not got far into it yet, but wow, that thing's humongous. Okay. Get that out of there. Right, let's get back to cleaning it up. Now, I'm not going to use the forceps on this lesson now, because last time I did it, the forceps, oh, you come here, the forceps all but destroyed the last one, and I had to put it all back into shape. That's one edge. It's got more edges than the Christmas tree with baubles. Sarah Jane says, never wound me up, Mark. I'm an expert at being autistic. Oh, wow. Come here. Thank you. I've done that edge. It's that edge I want. Yeah. Holy smokes, that's a tiny piece. That bit's got a slope on it. Like so. Okay. So he sits in the front section on there with the large piece facing forward there. And that's gone on lovely, look. That's very nice. So I'll just tap that in place. There we go. So that is all but complete for the rear wings. Just double checking I've not missed anything else while I'm still here looking through this. No, nothing there, nothing there. That's all done. So it's just the glass parts that go on after I finish the painting, apart from the canopy. I've got to touch that up, and no aerial masts, no nothing. Wow. Okay, so let's get these rear wings on. Now, is there a right way and a wrong way with these? Better check. 27 offside, 26 near side. So 27 is offside. We'll have that. I'll travel that off there. Again, go round with the sponge just to tidy up the edges. Put you there and then it'll work for you. Okay. Any blemishes that I need to know about? No, no blemishes. You go in. Oh, have these got a slight slope on them then? Oh, they have. Oh, wow. Okay. Is that normal? Oh, yeah, that's normal. Okay. Just make sure it's in where it's supposed to be. Like so. Give it its slope. I knew it catch that. Okay. Wow, I don't know how much slope it's meant to have, it doesn't say. But it looks like a fair chunk. Oh, I see. The tip of this meets the edge of the main wing, slope-wise. Okay. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. What are we up to in chat? Let's have a neb at chat. Coming back to you guys, don't worry. And Wendy says hi again to Plastic Monkey. And Paul says hi to Wendy with hugs. Mark says, going to have to be careful not to snap the aerial off. Oh, is it an aerial? Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm calling it a Pt3 and it's an aerial. Okay. Wendy says, is it time for a cold Malibu, Sarah Jane? And Mark says, I bet I could, Sarah. Sarah says, it is, yes, unfortunately. I ran out in January, but definitely have ice cream at the moment. Would you like raspberry ripple or mint choc chip? Or both? And Paul says, thanks, Dave. Few teething problems with editing, but I'm getting there. Yeah, hey, at least you're editing. I don't even do that. I wouldn't know where to start, mate. And from what I've seen, you're doing a cracking job. It is. Oh, that reminds. I'm sorry. I had to point out that part. By the way, I didn't want you getting further in, and I did read to see if anybody else had picked up on that, but nobody did. So I thought I'd better let you know. Because I was watching you, and I thought, he's going to remember. And then you come to the end of the video, and I thought, he didn't remember. So I thought I better let him know. Mark says, mint chocolate chip, if that's if you'll let me. And Wendy says, I'll be a pig and have both, at Sarah Jane. And Sarah says, I'll give you the big spoon, Wendy. Sarah Jane says, of course, Mark, only fattening variety, though. Ooh, nothing wrong with a bit of fattening stuff. And Sarah Jane, what you building to Paul? And Mark says, hang on, I've lost it. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. Everything that tastes good is fattening. Yeah. And then Paul has responded to Sarah, a ship, Yamato, Sarah Jane, but I have got a Corvette on the bench, a C7R. And Paul says, not a problem, Dave, welcome. And Graham says, that pizza was lovely. Well, I didn't get a taste, so I ain't commenting on that one. Okay, let's get that burr off there. That's a bit big. That's better. So, let's have a look at this. Ooh. And you know what? That is a lovely fit. what I don't understand is with this, why has it got a ruddy hole in its arse end area? What goes in there? There's nothing on this. It's just got a ruddy hole. Is it something to do with the fact that it's got a turbine in there or something? Sheesh. Right, so that one, don't want. That one, don't want. No, then they can go in the bit box. Oh, Mark, that one there, don't want. I could be wrong, but I usually have the big spoon only because I like stirring trouble. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say anything there. And John says, I need to pop off, Dave. Very enjoyable. Be well, everyone. Thank you, John. And Steph, nice to see you, sweetheart. Can't stay. Popping in on my break at work to say hi. Yes, congratulations on your employment, sweet pea. Much love, much love. Hope you, Alex, and Space Dive are well. And all the best to you with your job. And Gibby saying hi to Graham. Graham saying hi to Gibby. Gibby saying hi to Steph. And Paul, that's where the smoke comes out when you blow the other end. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's where the smoke comes out. That's the exhaust, isn't it? Surely. But never mind. I don't know. It's a jet. I don't do jets. But it was lovingly given, so I said I'd build it. And build it I have. That one's level there. That one's drooped a slight tad there. That's better. Okay. So, there we go. What is it? A BAE System Red Arrows Hawk. So the intentions with this by next week, and I did say at the start that painting would progress off stream. So I intend to fill all the gaps, leave the dirty great white elephant hole in its back, and prime it. I'm going to use rattle can, white primer, and then I'm going to go over it with red paint. I can't use them little things. I'm going to use rattle can red. So it might be a bit brighter than what it should be. It might be a bit darker than what it should be. But all I know is it's red. And then when we come back to the stream with it, it's decals. Not decals, not stickers, decals. If you're going to say it correctly. It's decal, not decal. Right, so that's the intention with that. Now then, I need to have a look at this Perspex, because there should be a nose light in here on the back side of the, need to change my blade again, the back side of which has to be number 11, which is Umbro's silver, which is there. That's the lamp. There's the shield that I was telling you about, and that is the cockpit's glass. So let's test fit this and see how good it looks. So that one's scored. That one's scored. And this is where it gets tricky, because you don't have a flat surface. There's one. Don't you move. Oh, you're going to move on me, aren't you? Yeah. That's better. So that's not too bad. Right, what I will say about this glass is it is very clean. The mold injection points are actually on the frame, which is a good thing. So you're not going to have a problem as long as you're careful with the injection points touching the glass. If you take it off carefully, take them down gently. They are very smooth. And that's as much as cleaning as I'm going to do with that. That is very, very nice. Now, have I got that the wrong way around, you wally? And that sits there. And very nice it looks too. Now, the shield, this piece here, would normally fit. Let me bring in the instruction sheet, because if you look on the instruction sheet, there is a frame piece there. Now, where that is, it's not actually showing on this, but that would be where this would be inside the cockpit area, that shield. And it's a night shield for, I think I've already said, but I'll just say again just to make sure. It's actually a night shield, so that the guy at the front, although he's the main pilot, he can train somebody in the back to use instrument flying. And should there be a problem, because he's in total darkness, he could see everything during daylight hours. So he'd be flying in the dark, even though it's broad daylight. And that's what it's for. It's a partition between the two seating areas for night training, for instrument flight only. I looked into it. I said I'd look into it last week, and that's what I've discovered. So I was quite impressed, to be honest, to find that, because I normally don't give a damn. To me, it's an aircraft, and what is annoying is this cockpit area here has got a split there. This bit goes up and that bit goes up as well. But on the kit, only one. So that guy in the back there, he's going to have trouble getting out. He's going to have to climb over all this rubbish to get out the front seat. It's like being stuck in the back of a Cortina and the doors don't open and you have to climb through the floor. William, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you. Awesome. I've washed clear parts before and they came out all shiny. Yeah, I mean, yeah, by all means, yeah. But I don't like to tempt fate with these things. They're so. There's no mold issue with that. That is nice. Because you hear some right horror stories. Well, I've actually seen some right horror stories. Now, because that's off the sprue, that's going in there on its own with. Let me just get this. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to separate it. So what I'm going to do is take my bag. And I've deliberately done that so that that doesn't scratch against this piece now, so that they can't rub together, if you see what I mean, so that I know that they're not going to cause damage to each other. That'll keep them separate because I've already took them off the sprue. So, bit of a tip there for you if anybody didn't know. So yeah, back to this. Next week when we come back, I'm hoping that this will be all painted up and ready for decal. And hopefully it will look something like what's on the box. I hope you all approve so far, and I hope you will all approve when you see the paintwork. Remember, I'm not a professional, and I am using rattle can, and I do know that I've got to cover all that. So it should come back all painted and ready, just in case. Has that drooped anymore? No. Good. Okie dokie. So there's a next week. Not finished this one yet, or last week's in my case. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the fastest of builders, and I'm not normally the tidiest of builders. This to me is tidy. I've really took my time on this one, gone to town on this. So hopefully you'll approve when you see it next week. I certainly like it. Definitely like that. They've all stayed straight, which is a good thing. Okay. Righty ho. So let's come back up to the top. Ugly cam, stand by. Ah! There you go, ugly cam. So with that done, the build it is technically finished, but I said I would complete it with decals. So paint will be done this week, ready for next week, and we'll do the decal, and we'll show you what the next build will be. I have the instructions all printed off, ready to go. So there we go, guys. It's been a blast. It really has. I mean, I've learned a few things about this little aircraft. I've only ever seen Italian, never seen one in real life. Apart from, oh no, that wasn't a Red Arrow either. No, it wasn't. Yeah, so I've only ever seen them on the telly in displays. Thank you, Wendy. Great stream. Until next time, take care and look after yourselves with hugs and putty caps. And Sarah saying bye to Wendy. Gibby saying hi to Mark. Mark saying hi to Gibby. Mark's saying hi to Willie. And Willie's saying hi to everybody else. Right. So, next week, painted decal. Sprue will be posting your gift tomorrow. Ooh, I'm looking forward to seeing that. You know I'm going to show it on stream, don't you? You know next Thursday I am going to be showing it off on stream tomorrow, don't you? Oh, tomorrow. Next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday, yeah. Because I don't show my face on cam on a Monday. But it will be shown on Thursday. Thank you very much, Gibby. Very welcome. And it's been a pleasure to help. That reminds me, is Little Man in earshot? If he is, I won't say it, but if he isn't, I want to talk to you. I want to say something. Just waiting for a response. No response yet. No, still waiting. No response. Sarah Jane says, bye all, take care. Sarah, lovely to have you in, sweetheart. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful. A response from you Wally. Is Little Man in earshot? Oh, dear. Mark says bye to Sarah. Oh, okay. I'll leave it then. I'll just do it. I'll just sort it out and do it. And then I'll let you know another way. Hi, little man. You all right there? Hope you're having a good day. Right. So next week we start looking at the new build once the decals have gone on this, and we shall we'll just have a hangout next week once the decaling has been done. So if you want to chin wag, please feel free to me again. We will enjoy a good old chin wag. We don't often get. And I'm going to say thank you to everybody that's dropped in. Thank you for your continued support. Please remember, though, I am on Twitch as and when it takes my fancy to play games. And on Mondays, the new stream time is at 2 p.m. So the same time for both streams now. But Twitch is anytime, any day. I don't know what seems to be going off in the hobby world, but streams are here, there, and everywhere, and some have dropped out, and others have come back, and it's all up in the air in places. Even I get confused as to who's streaming and who's not. I understand real life gets in the way, so let's hope things settle down a bit more. The gaming world is still as is. Kodiak's still having issues with his hacker problem, so let's hope that gets sorted out. Aisha, I hope, is on the mend. I did ask earlier if anything was happening or if anything had been sorted out, but she only popped in to drop a like and a thank you and a hellos and whatnot. So I'm none the wiser in that area. But on the whole, it's been pretty quiet. Dave and Colin were streaming over the weekend and again the other day. Thank you, Mark. It's been a pleasure, mate. I'm sorry I'm a bit of a prat, but hey, can't all be doing the perfect streaming. Yeah, so if you're streaming, we will see you in your stream. If you're not, we won't. Either way, life's life. Stay safe. Be good to each other. Play safe. And wash your bloody hands, as Dave would say. And Graham said he started streaming on Twitch. Way to go, Graham. Hey, you'll have to drop me your link. And I mean your Twitch link. Okay, guys. So I'm going to say thank you very much. Stay safe, play safe, and I shall see you on Monday or on Twitch. Take care all. Bye-bye.